How to Move the Bishop by Math for Kids. Before I tell you how to move the bishop in chess, first I will tell you a bit about the bishops. In chess, there are two types of bishops, a light square bishop and a dark square bishop. The name is pretty self-explanatory. The light square bishop can only move on the light squares, so the white squares in this case. The dark square bishop can only move on the dark squares. In this case, it's brown, but usually they're black. So, knowing that, there can only be two types of bishops on the board. At most, one light square bishop and one dark square bishop. There is an exception if you promote your pawn, if you get it to the other side of the board and exchange it for a bishop. You can have more than one bishop of the same color on that color and more than two bishops. But usually you would trade your promoted pawn in for a queen, not a bishop. So, how you would move a bishop is you would move it diagonally. It can move any amount of squares diagonally. Let's say I want it to go to h8. So h8, I can just move it there. I can move it to any dark square that's diagonal from me. I can move it 1, I can move it 2, I can move it 3, I can move it 4 or 5. I can move it as many squares as I want. It cannot jump over any piece, so I cannot jump over my own piece. I cannot do this. And of course, I cannot capture my own piece. It cannot jump over the opponent's piece either. It cannot go there, but it can capture the opponent's piece like so. So then on the next move, it can move there to this wanted square. And then you could move wherever you want, like so. The same is with the light square bishop. It can jump over pieces. It can capture them though, and it can move as many squares as it wants on the diagonal. So thanks for listening, and that is how the bishops move.